I think you're right about that.
I'm not even sure. When it comes to
Whenever
mac, it is fucking. It's as foreign to me as vegan food. Like I just don't give a shit about it. You know.
um, that's both very close-minded of you, but also makes a lot of sense. That's all right. I totally respect.
It's not close-minded of me because I eat all of the meats in the world. Just because I exclude veggies doesn't mean I'm close-minded.
Fair enough. Fair enough. You're spitting logic now. I'll give you that.
It's like one aspect of food I don't eat. That does not make me close-minded.
Emphasis on the ass for sure. Wow,
If
that was
my
a
food
juicy
at
one.
one point didn't have an ass, I don't want to eat it.
That is the best way I think I've ever heard it been put.
I say it several different ways. It's definitely the newest one I've come up with.
It's probably your best if I had to say so.
I think so. Yeah. What's the other one? I'll only eat something that had a mom. That was the other one.
That's a good one.
That one's pretty awful.
Instant classic for sure.
Yeah, and I only eat things that were alive at one point. But then somebody hit me with veggies are alive. I was like, okay, then I'll stop saying that one.
Fair enough. Heartbeat, that's a decent one, I guess.
No, it has to have an ass. If it didn't have an ass at some point, tough shit.
You, sir. There's no wonder why you have your own segment at the end of the show. There's no wonder. So, goddamn, I can't wait to circle back to that later.
I'm like a fucking lion. Right on the ass.
I'm just getting imagery of you attacking your poor wife now. Like a fucking lion in heat. She has no say in what's going on. It just has to happen. That's all there is to it.
Let's drink some bars.
Let's drink. Yes, please. Let's drink some burr. I am like so parched and overheated right now. I was out in the freaking wilds today, and I'm just ready for a nice one for
you
sure.
You gotta be careful about being out in the wild. There's some wild Johns out there ready to eat some ass.
Oh, there's a lot of people that would actually look for you to get that done for them. So, if anything, you're providing a service, my friend. So
should
good
I start
for
charging?
you.
Does that make me a prostitute
time.
at that point?
TBD.
TBD?
Yeah. You could definitely start an OnlyFans with that kind of service, though. I'll give you that.
Awful.
I really hope your kind, sweet wife does not listen to this show for her own well-being.
She's sitting like right next to me, so she's heard everything I've said.
Experiences it firsthand.
Yeah, live.
For sure. Live in the ass. I don't know if I should say that. I'm going to take that one back.
Should let you said it.
No takesy backsies.
No takesy backsies.
All right. Well, last week we shared the same beer. What did you bring to the table this time, good sir?
I'm so excited about this one, but at the same time, I am not excited about this one. But I'm
confused, but excited for you.
I've decided to just stay away from the IPA this time around. I got a cinnamon bun ale.
Yep. Ooh, nice! Yep. I love the art for it.
Making cinnamon. There's the stove. I love this. It's like a devil and angel.
Right. Like devil's food cake, angel's food cake kind of thing.
Mm-hmm. What's this one says, I'm a sinner, not a saint.
And it's like a cinnamon bun.
Yeah, and then rolling in dough.
Nice. Is the devilish cinnamon bun. That's both adorable and badass at the same time. I like your taste.
From Kansas City, Missouri.
Ooh.
It's Boulevard Brewing Company. And this one, I believe, I can't find it, but I'm pretty sure I saw it before. There it is, 9.5% alcohol.
What kind of beer is this?
It's an ale. It's a brown ale. Wait, no. It's a cinnamon bun ale.
The most unique of its kind. That sounds crazy, my sir. You're going to get messed up today.
Maybe.
I'm happy for you.
Thinking about going to a brewery after this, so maybe.
Oh, that sounds amazing. Let me see here. Boulevard Brewing Company. Oh, I recognize the logo. Yeah. They were founded in 1989 in Kansas City, Missouri. Very cool. Nice. So go ahead and follow them on social media. Let them know that Beer Belly sent you at BeerBellyPod, if you will. I'm trying to find their socials, but all I'm seeing is LinkedIn. Oh, never mind. They have Instagram, Facebook, Twitter, all the important stuff. Boulevard_beer. If you don't know how to spell Boulevard, get the fuck out of here. Sorry. Can't help you. Because I can really spell it myself. All right. Well, my beer, I mean, even though we have a decent amount of respect for this brewery for sure, it's not as unique for sure, not as rare, but my dad actually got a really good deal when he bought this pack of beer. What I'm going to be having today is a Racer 5 IPA, tall can boy. It's like a pint and 3.2 ounces. So it's a nice tall can by Bear Republic, independent since 1995. So I'm excited for this. My dad, like I said, he got a really good deal. He bought a 12-pack. He went to like some supermarket and they had a 12-pack box, and inside it was 6 of these and then 6 Stone Delicious, both the same size can, and for only like $9 or something like that. It was crazy.
Not bad.
It was a crazy good deal. Yeah.
Sounds like he went to Vaughn's, because honestly, I think Vaughn's has them 2 for $3. No, actually, that's a really good deal. I think it's 2 for $6.
It's crazy good deal for 12 of them too.
It's like buy 4 get 2 free.
I'm assuming that it was probably like, well, it wasn't even in the original packaging. Like the box that came in, it looked like it was for a 12-pack of the bottles. And then on top of that, they had the Stone Delicious IPA. That maybe they just wanted to get rid of it, and so they gave it a freaking good price, right? So if I get food poisoning later, we're gonna probably understand why.
You know, with Bear Republic, they definitely dropped off the map for me.
I would agree for myself as well. I mean, especially with our experience with them in person like 2 years ago.
Oh my God, that was so underwhelming. I don't know.
Unfortunately.
I think I just had my standards too high. I mean, I was about to visit the GOAT, Russian River, which would have been my second time, but it was like a 3 to 4 year gap. I want to say it was my second time. God, I don't even know. I've been there so many times. But yeah, I don't know. I was expecting a little more.
Yeah, I think that's a fair expectation to have. I mean, it looks really cool from the outside. The inside is really nice and spacious too. The food I remember being pretty good also. It's just that they were out of a lot due to and it was like
no
right before the pandemic hit. Oh, I forgot no tasters.
It was just the big glasses. Fucking hate that. You have 5 IPAs and you expect me to drink all of them? I'll do it, but Drunk John won't like it.
They're gonna make that money off of you. For sure. If you want to try all 5, you got to buy a full glass, a full pint.
Oh, man.
But
I don't know how I feel about this.
I think that's like right up your alley. You like your sweets. You like bakeries. I think you're going to enjoy it.
I don't like ales, AJ.
They're going to be... You drink India Pale Ales like all the time.
I don't like these ales. Oh.
What does it smell like? Give us the sniff test.
It smells like milk.
Cool.
With like Big Red.
Oh. Big Red the soda?
Yeah, no, it's a soda?
It's also a soda.
I don't know if I've had this.
In my opinion, disgusting.
Honestly, I'm not the biggest fan of cinnamon, so I don't know why I got this.
Oh, you mean Big Red gum? Okay, for sure. Oh, yeah. So you're going to be in for a wild ride. Your stomach is going to do all sorts of flips and turns.
Oh, okay. I'm going to do it.
You got this. Cheers, sir. I can't wait to hear what you think. Mine's not bad.
Oh, hold on.
Oh,
it's making something happen in my pants.
Doth he like it? Okay.
Wow.
Contemplative.
This really does taste. I do taste like Cinnabon. I really do. And honestly, I had a Cinnabon last night. So
you're a man of experience. You know what the fuck you're talking about.
I know what I'm talking about. I know my
Push
buns.
up your glasses as you say it. I know what I'm talking about.
I'm a man of science, AJ. I had to test my hypothesis.
Hypothesis. Oh God. Don't trust this man's science. Get the fuck out of the lab while you can, please. Take your children, save them.
Oh my god.
Your grandparent with a walker, carry them out. Throw the tennis balls at the bottom of the walker at the man. Just run.
You know, what's really fucking with me is I expect for it to be bad, so I'm already making a face as I'm drinking it, but then it's good, and I'm like, wait, am I dramatic?
That'd be that would be the first time someone would accuse you of not being, I guess. But yes. So you're liking it then?
Yeah, it's not bad.
Let me ask you this: do you taste like the potency of it? Because you said it's what, at least 9%?
9.5, almost 10. It has a little bit of an alcohol taste to it, right? Like, and I'm talking tiny at the very end. It's literally like a cinnamon experience, and somebody spiked it right at the end. That's the name of this episode.
100%. Send that to me right fucking now.
I'm gonna send it to you right now.
I want to make like an animated short about the cinnamon experience now. I really, really do. Oh my god! Again, to anyone who follows Boulevard Brewing on social media, let them know that BeerBellyPod at BeerBellyPod has been enjoying their beer. I'm happy that you got it. Nice, good for you. I know you were a little trepidatious at first, but
I'm pretty sure this was the last one I got. I couldn't even tell you where I got it from.
Was it from the wine spot that you go to? That one store?
I want to say yes, because I remember we were trying to find the Beer Belly sticker, which we couldn't find.
Oh, damn. Someone jack it?
Maybe.
I'd be sad. It was on the sliding glass door. I remember that.
We looked. But I don't feel like I looked.
Wait,
you looked? I remember okay. Now. I got it on Father's Day. I went to Total Wine.
Oh, okay.
My beautiful wife is always telling me, shouldn't you get a beer for Beer Belly? And typically I'm like, no, I'll figure it out. But I don't know. She said it the second time, and I was like, okay. And then they have like a special edition area. And this was like the only single can, and then all they had left was like a 6-pack.
Okay. Nice. No, good on her for suggesting that you get something. I'm glad you found that one. That was fun. The art of the can is priceless.
Oh, I loved it. It caught my eye right away. And then I was like, cinnamon, maybe 9.5, probably gonna do
it. Even if you don't enjoy the flavor, if you didn't end up enjoying the flavor, at least you get a good kick in the pants from it. Ain't nothing wrong with that. That's awesome.
Yeah. I want to hate it, but I'm not. And I don't know how I feel about that.
Fair enough. Well, I've been outside where it's freaking been hot as heck. Well, apparently it's like 13 degrees cooler where I live than it was yesterday, but still, it's starting to add up on me now a little bit.
Yeah, actually, I was in a nice AC office.
Oh, you lucky dog. I'm in AC now, thank God, at home, but Jesus, until then, it was death.
Hot city. Hot city. Sweaty. Beer Belly ball powder.
Yep, yeah, it's time to pack it on for sure.
Triple BP.
Triple BP. There you go. I like it. Now you're spitting facts. I don't know how often you watch this, but it's been a while for me. But I'm actually kind of hyped the fact that SGDQ, Summer Games Done Quick, is on right now. Did you know that?
I never know when it's on, but I do enjoy it when it is on.
Right. Yeah, there's actually some hype games that have already passed by. There's one hype game I'm looking forward to tonight. Actually, no, I'm going to scratch that. As of the time that we're recording this at 4:45 p.m., there's still like 2 games I'm really looking forward to. There's let me see. There's Metal Gear Rising: Revengeance, and then Celeste, which is like an ultimate hard game to a degree. Have you heard of Celeste before?
No.
I feel like you would appreciate it. It's kind of like a retro style game, 2D scroller, where it's like just super challenging platforming, like Mega Man and stuff like that.
Oh, okay. Well, there's only one game I'm looking forward to, and I'm pissed off that I don't have it, is the Cuphead DLC.
Oh, for sure. When does that come out again?
Today.
Why don't you have it?
Because let's say my perfectly legal Switch is out of commission.
Really?
Not in a bad way. Just something needs to be updated, and I don't know how to do it, so I gotta wait until the weekend.
Gotcha. By that, do you mean you're gonna ask your little brother to help you? Okay, nice.
Yeah.
He's the techie. He'll know.
I even tell you. So the biggest reason why I bought the Switch was because I thought at one point the older version of the Switch was to eventually play Marvel vs. Capcom 2 on it, because there is a Dreamcast emulator out. The only problem is it's terrible. But I was hoping I was hoping over time it would get better, but no, it has not. It stayed terrible. And then excuse me, all that cinnamon. And I ended up just fucking doing my own research, and I found out that you can install Android on the Switch, and Marvel vs. Capcom 2 emulator works good on, high-powered Android phones.
Wow.
So I was gonna do it. I freaked out. I didn't. I had Joshua do it on. So now I can play Marvel vs. Capcom 2 on my Switch.
So it works fine now.
It's a bit of a process. It's a bit of a process. Like, if I want to get it started and if I want to revert back to the Switch, it's a bit of a process. But
oh wow, like it goes to a whole nother operating system, so to speak, or
well, you go to Android.
I see. Oh, that's right. You mentioned that.
Yeah, you literally launch Android. You download the Dreamcast emulator from the Android store, and then you go online, you download the game, and then you play it.
That's not so bad. But now that you have it installed, it's just a matter of, do you have to just open up the Android store every time then when you play it?
No, I have to. Let's say I'm just turning on the Switch. It turned off. I have to turn it on. I have to take off the right control, put in this like little plastic thing that enables the hack. I have to put in this bootloader at the bottom, and I have to put the Switch on recovery mode. And then as it's in recovery mode, I have to hit the plus button. Then it launches the hack. Then that was the original hack. That's how you play all of the fun stuff for free. And
holy
then
shit,
for the Android, you have to go into Tinfoil, which is where you can purchase Switch games for free.
Of course. For a price of nothing.
But there's an option where you can load the Android. So I have to go to that option. I have to pull out my memory card, put in another memory card, then launch it. And then from there, I can play the game.
Portable Marvel vs. Capcom 3 or 2. Which one was it?
Marvel vs. Capcom 2. And when it's on the Switch, it runs clean.
Wow.
But I tried it on my TV, and I feel like there's some type of delay, but I don't know if it's just because my big ass TV has delay just in it. So I need to try it with my monitor. But because it's Android, you can connect fight sticks to it, and so you can play Marvel 2 on the Switch with fight sticks.
Hell yeah. I mean, there are fight sticks for Nintendo Switch though also, but I know you already own one or two yourself.
It's plug and play. Like you can plug in any controller and play Marvel 2.
That's so cool, man. Wow. Well, good to see that it plays so well, but yeah, I imagine you'd probably prefer to play it on a fight stick if you could.
I only really like to do the Iron Man Infinite, and it's so easy, High punch. Have you seen that video? You want to do a fucking Infinite?
I maybe once upon a time, like a year ago or something like that, but that's about it. Yeah.
Yeah. It's like a 5-button. It's like a 5-button combination. You have to have the rhythm. Once you have the rhythm, it's fairly simple.
Got you. I mean, I'd be down to try it, but yeah, I've heard you just have to get the timing of it, and then after that, it's kind of just rinse and repeat.
You have a Switch. We've had this conversation. You have 2 Switches. Then now you have one that you can actually do shit to it.
No, I only have one Switch. I only have one. Oh, I have Sin Switch.
The old one?
Yeah, I bought. Well, I don't remember if hers is first generation or not. It might not be. I got her Switch like a year later. Well, I never got the OLED.
I thought you did.
I mean, I had pre-ordered it. I technically did purchase it, but since I never picked it up from Best Buy, they just refunded me my money.
Oh,
like I think they were only able to hold it for however long the holding period is, maybe a week or two, and then they just refunded me.
Have you played on the OLED?
No, I never have.
It's pretty nice. You know, all the shit I gave you, I'd still give you shit because it's literally just a slightly bigger screen with a brighter picture, but more vibrant colors. But yeah, I mean, I'm good. I would rather get the Steam Deck at that point.
Right. No, I know. And I've been looking at some Steam Deck footage and it seems like a lot of fun. Like the other day, I was watching people play Marvel 3 on that and it looked nice. It ran well.
Is it running good? I mean, when it first came out, a lot of people were saying this is not for fighting games. I think they had a problem programming the fight stick, maybe. Something along those lines.
I've only seen it handheld before. I've never seen fight sticks plugged in from my memory. But yeah.
Oh. That's what you need.
Can you dock the Steam Deck? I imagine probably, yeah.
I think so, yeah.
Or at least via US or HDMI, probably.
Mm-hmm.
At the very least, that.
Yeah. So I ended up buying myself some new silent buttons for my fight stick because the ones I have are just awful. That nowadays? Some of them get stuck.
Oh.
And then like the thing that holds them down, some of them are just broken. I've had these fucking buttons for 8 years. You could literally lift it through the plastic. Like you don't need to open the whole thing. Mm-hmm. Like I could remove a few buttons if I really tried.
Wow, crazy. Well, good for you then. Did you already get them or do you still have to receive them?
I ordered them last night. They did not have black, so I went with the gentleman's red and pink.
Very good. Nicely thought, sir. Nicely thought. For your
there
combo
was some
stick?
That it's red for Magneto's main color and pink for the Sex Ultron. That's
I like
Ultron.
It.
Yeah.
I like it. There we go. There we go. Very good thinking. At least it relates to you in some sort of way when you play. Yeah. I dig that.
And I didn't want orange.
Ultron, pink Chun-Li. You can't go wrong.
I love that team color. So much.
Hell yeah, dude. Hell yeah.
You should practice that game. We're gonna have two games of straight gaming.
A gentleman's brawl.
Oh yeah.
What dates are we going to be gone again? Like August 27th or the 29th or something like that?
I think it's like 20. You requested them off already, right? Because those were not the days, I think.
I actually still need to submit that, but I can submit it.
Actually, yeah, you're right. You're actually right. Yeah. Shit, I don't even know the days.
Eat all the balls.
It's the 27th and the 28th, and we'll be coming back the 29th.
Gotcha. Okay, so a little turnaround, boy. Not too turnaround. We're going to have 2 nights to settle in and chill. That's good. Mm-hmm. And in Vegas, nice. I showed Sin some of the pictures of the Airbnb you picked out for us, and she was like, "Oh, that's gonna be a fun time for you guys." So yeah, I'm looking forward to that.
Yeah, I got a lot of things planned. We're gonna have a blast.
Oh shit!
Yeah, somebody will end up naked. We will be paying that $700 deposit.
Knowing them for security purposes, they probably have cameras hidden, and they're going to see a whole lot of John ass that day.
Oh my god, I'm so paranoid now. On Twitter, they were talking about how certain homes have like hidden cameras. Oh, for that first hour, I'm gonna fucking explore every crevice of that house.
Naked.
I was gonna say naked. I'm gonna spread them cheeks if they want to see.
If they want to keep looking. They're gonna have to deal with all that.
They're gonna wait until it's the morning flow, though.
Nice throwback. Oh, I was just listening to that final edit earlier today, just for a little bit. God damn it!
Oh, man. This also feels like it has like a chocolatey taste to it. I wish there was more of a description.
Is there anything to that it says?
It says Imperial Brown Ale with cinnamon flavor.
It's pretty straightforward.
It's pretty in your face.
There's no bullshitting to be had there. They're just telling you exactly what you're getting. What's the name of the beer again? I want to try to search it.
Cinnamon Bun Ale. You got to share your screen.
Cinnamon Bun Ale. Okay, for sure.
Let's
do that.
Let us visualize with you.
Fair enough. Here we go. We are now viewing what the hell I am looking at. Those of you, there we go. No longer in production. It's yours. It is limited series.
Oh shit!
Wow.
God damn it! I really liked it too. I swear to you, I would buy more.
Wow. Cinnamon Bun Ale, an Imperial Brown Ale with cinnamon and vanilla.
And vanilla. And the can Here we go. Vanilla. You lying bitches.
Got a craving for cinnamon buns, but no time to bake? Crack open this can and be instantly transported to your favorite bakery as the heady aromas of cinnamon and vanilla softly fill the air. Each sip is reminiscent of the best tasting part of the bun, the John, or the gooey center. Go ahead and spoil yourself with this sweet, boozy treat, all the flavor and aroma of a cinnamon bun, minus the sticky fingers. So there you go. Wow. IBU's bitterness is 13. EBC color is 10. And as you said earlier, the alcohol by volume, the only acronym I recognize.
I was going to say, what the fuck is EBC? I know EBT, but I don't know if I know EBC.
Electric Booty Carnival.
I'd go to that carnival. There's a question mark. Hover over it. I want to know what EBC stands for.
EBC, European Brewery Convention. The color of a beer. Higher numbers equals darker beer. So yours is probably pretty dark then. Can you pour that into a glass? Do you have a glass handy? I'm curious.
I can walk off and grab one really quick.
Like a smidgy boy, if you don't mind, real quick. I'm going to pause it. Right back. That's fine. Go right ahead. What in the world? I am tripping out right now. Crazy.
You there?
Our beautiful boy has returned with a glass.
I can't hear you, AJ.
Oh, Lordy. Well, anyway, to narrate right now, John has the glass. He's connecting his audio once again so he can hear us. And he's about to show us what this beer is going to look like. So I'm actually pretty damn excited. If you don't have a way to watch the video right now, or if you're only listening, I might recommend checking out this timestamp and going to Spotify just to be able to watch the video version right now. We're going to get this going in just a moment. Oh, he's pouring it. He's pouring it. A little bit higher, sir. Get it in the camera. Yeah, there we go. Ooh, it's a nice smooth pour. Can you hear me?
Yeah, I can.
Oh, okay. I was trying to give you sign language for a moment.
Yeah, I poured it too fast. Now, well, you can see the bottom part.
She's a foamy girl, but I mean, I like the look of it. It looks like a cinnamon bun. If a cinnamon bun was squeezed to death and then turned into a liquid, it would look like this beer, I like to think.
This is just on another level, man. I really regret not just getting more.
Well, you didn't know how magical it was going to be.
You made it the fucking forbidden fruit. Now I really
know,
want it.
Right? That's all right. Ooh, yeah, availability no longer in production. That's really too bad, especially considering how cool the can art is too. Like, you might as well keep that can for as long as you can. No pun intended.
You fucking nerd.
I didn't even mean to do it. I'm just a natural damn poet. I can't help myself.
Ooh, these sticky buns are feeling good.
Sticky buns are getting sticky. You know what'll help that? Some ball powder.
Absolutely. Beer Belly ball powder. Triple BP. Triple BP.
That's right. Let's see what other cool games are going to be coming up on SGDQ. Just to go back to that real quick. Oh, there's going to be Super Mario World. That'll be tight.
Yep.
Wind Waker. Oh, you'll appreciate this. Metroid Dread. Wow. Can you guess what the standard goal time is for that?
An hour and 30 minutes.
Oh, you're close. Hour 21.
Yeah, I've actually seen a few like speed runs of it when I was into it.
Oh, wow. Okay.
After though, I didn't cheat.
Fair enough. On Sunday, the final game is going to be Elden Ring. That'll be tight. And at midnight, Jesus Christ.
You gonna watch that?
Maybe. Yeah, actually, no, I have to work that night, so I'll probably catch like the latter half of it. That's good. Apparently going to be a 2-hour run. More or less.
What about if the person really fucks up and it's more like 7 hours? Isn't that game like notoriously hard? I don't know nothing.
It is challenging, but the only thing about that game is, I mean, I imagine they probably won't kind of abuse this, I should say, to the nth degree, because it is a speed run after all. But one thing that makes this game, is still challenging, not as difficult as other Souls games in the series. Excuse me. Is because in this game, like, you can like totally like overpower yourself for the bosses. Like, it's such an open world that you can really just kind of come back to certain areas and then just demolish other bosses if you want to. And apparently there's like a lot of ways to cheese the game as well. So
and I've heard that they fucking patched the shit out of it, right? Like they nerfed a lot of bosses.
If they nerfed them, I would be kind of sad to hear that. It doesn't seem like From Software to nerf their bosses, but if they did, that'd be a little disappointing. Yeah, only because like a lot of people found out like the main end story boss, like she's really hard, especially if you don't like abuse the different ways that you can actually defeat her very easily. Then she's very challenging and badass, by the way. Yeah, good luck, especially when you get to like her final form or whatever. But apparently, yeah, there are just some builds you can do where like if you have certain loadouts that you can just demolish her. Apparently,
nice. Okay.
I don't know the logistics of it, but yeah.
So it's like any game. Like once you find the things that get you fucking through it faster, abuse. And if you're a speedrunner, abuse, glitch.
Right. Oh, here's one I'm looking forward to. Then tomorrow, July 1st at 1:42 a.m., Doom Eternal. Have you seen gameplay of that game before?
No, none whatsoever.
Oh, really? Oh, okay. Yeah. It's a pretty badass game.
Now let me tell you about Marvel, though. No, I'm playing.
Oh, I'm jealous. There's actually there was a Shadow of the Colossus run this past Sunday. I'll have to go back and watch that.
Yeah, watch the VOD. Watch the VOD.
Hell yeah. That's badass. And apparently it took longer than I would have expected, 47 minutes. But you know what? I guess that makes sense because you do have to travel from boss to boss.
It's a PS2 game, right?
It's a PS2 game originally, yeah. But man, when they made the PS4 remake of it, that game is pretty.
Remember when we played it in 3D?
That was awesome. That was still technically like a 3D version of the PS2 game, but it was awesome just to see something like that. I would love to buy like an old 3D TV just to experience that again. That would be so cool. And you had like stereoscopic 3D, which is like pretty much as powerful as it gets.
Wait, that's when you have like the batteries in the glasses?
Yes, exactly. Exactly. That's pretty much like how powerful you can make it. Oh, wow. Here we go. Walmart, Old Wally World is selling a Samsung 65-inch 4K 3D TV for $527. It's not bad.
I was going to ask, is that technology dead? No, because every movie still has like a 3D version of it.
Yeah, Thor Ragnarok is going to be in 3D also. I mean, I'm sorry, Love and Thunder, but we're seeing the 2D version.
I'm okay with that. I'm kind of over the gimmick of 3D.
I mean, if it's a movie where I really want to see it and it was like filmed in 3D or made in 3D, I'd be down, but I don't need to see this movie in that. But one thing I'm excited for that we questioned recently is that this movie, apparently, Love and Thunder, was filmed for IMAX, essentially.
Is it actually filmed from beginning to end?
I don't know about that, but apparently the phrase they're using is filmed for IMAX or something like that.
Yeah,
it seems like a weird caveat.
When you go onto Disney Plus, there's a few other movies now that you can watch in IMAX, and it doesn't say IMAX. It says something. It's like IMAX Experience, or like you said, for IMAX. So I think it's just like an up-resed version, but I don't know. I'm just a simple man drinking cinnamon beer.
Here we go. So I know we have to probably restart this chat real quick on Zoom, but it says in September 2020, IMAX launched the Filmed in IMAX program, which certifies high quality digital cameras that can be used to create IMAX format films. As the scope of certified cameras expand, it will be easier for filmmakers to create films to meet the projection needs of the IMAX giant screen theater. Okay, that makes sense. So it's filmed within the aspect ratio of IMAX without having to use an actual IMAX
camera.
Which actually makes a lot of sense. I mean, that's actually
I don't agree with you. Like it's like talking to a camera guy who compares digital zoom compared to optical zoom. Like there are people who strongly believe optical is better than digital, which is kind of true, right?
I mean, it absolutely is true. I mean,
it's the same thing.
It's a real fucking zoom or a manipulated fake one. And
you're just describing IMAX.
Well,
it's either a real IMAX camera or something that's formatting to the IMAX.
Well, I'll say this. If the camera lens is able to capture that aspect ratio and still has at least the same resolution capabilities, then I don't see a problem whatsoever. Does that make sense? Like let's say this movie is shot at 8K, 12K, something like that, and it still is able to fit the IMAX screen format because of that, then I don't really see a difference. I mean, I'm sure there is. I'm not a camera tech guy, but I would be interested to be educated on what the difference is.
That's what I'm saying. Simpletons obviously won't know. Just give me my popcorn and my AMC $30 drink.
$30 minimum. The special Thor Love and Thunder drink, whatever it's going to be called.
And I'm going to get it.
I bet you it's going to be called Love and Pucker. Watch. It's going to be like a sour cocktail.
Okay.
You mark my words. It's going to be called the Love
and
Pucker.
I'm marking
them. All right. Should I call you right back on this thing?
Yeah, go for it.
All right. Be right back, everybody. In just a second. Oh, I can hear you. We're back in there. So I just wanted to search a quick blurb real quick that I found. This is still back from 2020, so it could be old news by this point. But let's see here. I just searched up IMAX camera versus film for IMAX camera. And this little blurb says, according to the Lord Google, IMAX cameras, especially those that utilize film stock, are still considered as top-notch regarding imagery. Even with all the digital goodies, high-end technologies, and ultra-resolution out there, IMAX cameras remain superior. So I can eat balls.
That's why I was saying it's like comparing digital zoom compared to optical. And I know that because I was schooled enough times at Target by actual fucking Nikon Canon fans. Like I didn't fucking know it all. It still all looks the same to me, but for those
go ahead.
But for those people who are really die hard, like you notice it, like, but they sit there and they try to notice and then they notice it.
Right. No, that's very true. It's very true. Like one big example for me personally is like I want to be able to collect all the original Dragon Ball Z DVDs because the DVDs are the closest thing to like the actual aspect ratio that the show was recorded on, which is 4:3. And there have been people like that made the Blu-rays that extended the aspect ratio to 16:9, but you also miss a lot of the imagery that's on top and bottom by doing that. It cuts it all off, and so that's just kind of crazy. But but now those DVDs are worth a lot more money compared to the Blu-rays because of that one simple factor.
I remember growing, and I don't feel like this is a thing anymore. Please correct me if I'm wrong, but I remember growing up knowing the difference between full screen and widescreen, and widescreen was always the better aspect ratio. At least that's what my papa taught me, because he would always say full screen would cut things off, and on the widescreen you see everything.
Correct. Like you get a wider shot as opposed to cutting things off on the ends. However, 4:3 sometimes has the again, the example that I gave with Dragon Ball Z, you could actually see more top and bottom view as opposed to left and right view. So I don't know. It's kind of, essentially. You told me I could see my
just kind of closing in on me.
Exactly. Kind of just slowly crushing you. But yeah, no, I mean, your dad is right. But I remember before we had a widescreen TV, which is crazy to think that was even a thing. Like back in the day, everything was a fucking square box.
Boomer. And you had to buy, and you would buy specific VHSs. There was like a widescreen version and a full screen version.
DVDs, yeah. Like when DVDs were new, I would always opt for the full screen version because I was like, why am I going to watch like two black bars on the top and bottom of the screen? That
explains why you don't get the difference between the IMAX. That makes sense. Simpleton. That makes all of the sense in the world now. Okay. You try to school me. And I appreciate it that you continue to Google.
I fact checked myself.
and the IMAX is another fun fact that my papa taught me. It's unbelievably expensive to film, and even when you do film in it, it's like 10 minutes, and then you have to do like a new fucking film thing.
New reel, yeah.
It's
crazy.
Yeah. I don't know the terms. I don't fucking care. At one point we did. We were such snobs about it, but now it's kind of like, well,
Right.
I don't want to. I don't want to wait 2 weeks, so I'm gonna watch Thor in a shitty theater if I have to, which I'm not.
Well, luckily we're not. Luckily we're not. Yeah,
we're gonna get drunk.
I mean, okay. So, I mean, I guess I could technically talk about this after the pod, but there is a chance that I might have to meet you guys at the theaters. Sin's not going to be off work till about 6, meaning she probably won't be home till 7. If the movie starts at 9, it's going to push things really close. But we do have the advantage of reserved seating. So maybe we can hang out at the brewery for half an hour with you guys.
Well, why don't, just a random suggestion, why don't you roll up with Peter and Melee, and then you and Sin can roll together? Oh, she probably wants to shower too. I don't know, but get groomed. Yeah, but if she doesn't mind, then there's always that option too. Roll up with Peter and Melee and come back with Sin.
Possibly. I don't know if you would do that to your wife though. So that's what I'm like. I probably be better if I rolled up with my woman and then rolled back down as well. Roll up and roll back down.
Roll up, roll back down.
But I am excited. It's like the first time the 6 of us have gone to go out together in a long time. So it'll be hot. Oh, I think since your birthday. Yeah.
God, like that was like 2 years ago.
That long ago already? No, like a year ago. 2 years ago? Holy shit. Yeah, I think you're right.
This last birthday, we didn't do anything. Like, Sin and Peter went. What if? And
oh, that's right. I had to work that time. The first time I missed your birthday in a while. God damn.
That's when the whole what if situation happened.
Don't like it.
Should have showed up. You could have stopped it.
I should have. I should have snapped right then and there. What
do they call it? An occurrence or in fucking Doctor Strange?
You tell me.
You know they got that on Disney Plus. I watched it like that day.
Oh, Multiverse of Madness. I've been wanting to go back to it. Did you like it more the second time?
Yeah. Okay. Once you kind of turn off your brain a little bit.
Except the Sam Raimi-ness of it all.
That's what I did with Ultron. I fucking love that movie now. But that first time I saw it, I hated it. But now I stand by it.
I never hated the movie, but I was disappointed by certain aspects. But now, like, agreed. I think every time I watch it, I gain another small reason to like it even more and more and more, to where it's now one of my favorite Marvel movies. I think, yeah, it just has so many great moments. We've gushed about it so many times on the show already, but yeah, and to many more, but yeah. Pretty damn hype. Speaking of comic books and stuff like that, I actually picked some up right before meeting up with you today. I don't know if you've heard of this, but I wish I would have jumped on the train sooner, because I remember when it was gonna come out, and I had to work the day that the comic did initially launch. So now I had to pick up like the second printing of it, but there's and I'm more of a Marvel comic kind of guy, but I had to get this. It's called Jurassic League by DC Comics, and it's essentially like dinosaur prehistoric versions, you guessed it, of the Justice League, and it just seems so ridiculous.
I was gonna say this looks so dumb. This looks like Beer Belly standards.
So AJ for sure. Like this felt like me the moment I heard about it, and what solidified it is that this is the second printing, because the first printing is not as easy to find anymore. Like I can't find it anywhere. Like people are gobbling it up right now. Right. And I didn't realize it. It just seemed like some really dumb fun that I wanted to have. And it turns out it ends up being actually a really fun story from what I've heard. I haven't read it yet. I wanted to squeeze it in before we started, but just time ran out. It was like, fuck it. Let's just go. I'll read it later tonight. But it seems like a lot of dumb fun. That's all. I just wanted to mention, shout out to Jurassic League by DC Comics. Once again, let DC Comics on socials know that BeerBellyPod sent you.
You know it. Oh, now it's starting to get a little rough, but it's also at the end. Oh,
is it warmer now? Is that the problem?
I think so. My hand heat, heat,
hand heat, man heat. I like that. What was the name of the episode again?
The cinnamon experience.
A cinnamon experience. I'm still with that. I do like man heat, hand heat though, or hand heat, man heat. Either one's fine. That'll be the first Beer Belly single that we release.
Oh yeah,
Hand heat, man heat.
Man heat.
You know what's really what kind of gave me the giggles and was a little humbling at the same time. So Sin and I were hanging out with her best friend Juan the other night, and a few weeks ago, and we usually, whenever we go to his house, we'll usually have some cocktails. He's always super cool and nice, and buys us beer, so that way he and I can enjoy some IPAs together and stuff. And he usually make us some cocktails as well. Since Sin isn't the biggest beer drinker, and anyway, we'll usually bump some music or watch a movie when we go there too, and in his room. And he put up Spotify, and Sin saw that he follows us on Spotify, Beer Belly, that is. And she was all excited. I was like, "Oh, he's so supportive." Blah 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 blah. And then he's like, "Oh yeah," and I was like, "Oh, thanks, dude. That's really nice of you. I didn't know that you did. You usually like our posts."
That's
on
one of the
socials,
14. All right,
yeah, one of the
we
14.
Identified one. We identified one.
Absolutely. And I was like, "Oh, thanks, man." And then Sin, of course, started teasing us for like being like, "Yeah, it's just a shame that they're just so dumb and they're not educational at all." And then I was like, "That's not what we're going for."
You
and
want an education? Go to PBS.
Exactly. Exactly. You got NPR, PBS, fucking do what you want.
Fucking Joe Rogan. I mean,
learn about DMD. You want to know what it's like to trip on mushrooms for a half hour? Talk to the man. Listen to him. But I was explaining that I was like, "Yeah, we just have fun." And then Juan was like, "Yeah, man. Like, I mean, it's just honestly, if you're sitting, this is like paraphrasing here, but he said something along the lines of, it's basically just knowing what John and AJ are up to and what it's like to be in their friendship for like a good hour at a time." And I was like, "I'm cool with that."
That's 100% what we are.
It's pretty succinct. And he's like, "Yeah, like, I mean, I'm not in there to learn something. I just, it's just them kind of bullshitting for an hour or so." And I'm like, "Yeah, okay,
Getting
that's
drunk,
pretty much it."
Recording it. Fucking see who fucking catches, who sticks.
Pretty much.
Yeah. Two best friends getting drunk. That's basically the theme of the pod.
A little bit of beer critique, a lot of bit of two friends getting tossed. Absolutely.
You can try to make us be as educational as possible. It's not gonna happen.
Zaboomafoo. That's the closest we'll get to it.
Hypothesis.
Can we get a puppet for the show? I feel like we need a hand puppet for the show.
I can use my penis sock.
Please just put a little face on it. It'll be family friendly at that point. It's all right.
I don't know if it had a face, but it had a head.
I think I would need to see what it looks like first.
Mr. Sticky Buns. That's
typically where he finds himself a lot of times, I would say, between two sticky buns. I'll say that much, probably.
Yeah, there we go. I like that. Mr. Sticky Buns.
Mr. Sticky Buns.
I'm about that life.
And his wife, his bride, Lady Sticky Buns.
Lady Sticky Buns, yes.
I'm fine with that. Lady Pastry. I'm down with it.
Oh, man. This definitely had me. I'm feeling it.
Are you feeling good now? Nice.
So good.
I had a bit of a hazy IPA earlier today. I think it's classified as a hazy. I could be wrong, but I think so. It's by Claremont Craft Ale. It was at Pepper and Peaches. I had that during my lunch. I couldn't even finish it. I've made the mistake again today, like I did last episode, I think it was, where I didn't have anything to eat, but I had beer first, and it was stupid. Like I just got...
It's a good meal replacement. It's like protein.
It's a lot of carbs, that's for sure. So if you need a carb load, drink carbs. A burr. That's the same thing, right?
Yeah,
absolutely.
Close enough.
No pressure to you. We'll wrap up soon, but I'm just curious. Have you begun the Thor: God of Thunder reading yet?
Nope, but I still got time. And trust me, I haven't stopped thinking about it. Even as we were talking earlier, I was still thinking about it. Have you started watching Invincible?
I actually finished episode 8 this morning.
You lying sack of shit.
I swear to God.
How many episodes is it? 10?
8.
So you finished it, or you said you started it?
It's done. No, it's done. I finished 8 today.
Wow. Okay. We have something to talk about next episode then.
Yes, we do. Yes, we do.
I will have my shit read.
How about this? So for free, you're so shocked. Wow. I'm almost insulted
because I can't remember the last time you finished anything. Like
you're a piece of shit. It's funny because it's true to anyone that knows me. Oh my god. Oh fuck. I'm sorry. That really got me right in the feels.
Oh yeah. Next episode's gonna be nothing but reviews. I'm gonna refrain from asking you any questions.
Yeah.
Because it's gonna be a long one. Oh yeah. Next week's episode is the review episode.
For sure. Well, you know, by that time, Thor Ragnarok will actually no, by the time it does it, Thor Ragnarok will be out. You're right. So yeah, you're right. Yeah. Next episode from here will be the review episode. We'll talk a little Thor Love and Thunder, maybe a little Invincible, if you will.
Invincible.
It'll be a fun time. Good call on the tease, sir. Nice. Mm-hmm. All right. As we mentioned last episode as well, I was actually kindly featured on an episode of a friend of the show. There's another podcast called Play It Again Man or Play It Again Man _pod on Instagram. They review like fun movies from all sorts of generations and such. Anything from The Lord of the Rings to The Fellowship of the Ring to, I don't know, everything, essentially. They kind of run the gamut. If you like Tarantino movies, they talk about Tarantino movies. They talk about like stuff like Goodfellas and all that. And the episode I was featured on, we talked about 300. The host, Steven and I, we bonded over that movie when we were much younger, when the movie first came out. It was like a fun,
your first gay experience.
Oh, absolutely. Not 100%. The first, but definitely like top 5, I would say.
Top 5 sure. Earliest, yeah? Or just top 5 in general?
In general, like from then to now.
That, yeah.
Over the past...
mine. Yeah.
I would hope so. Yeah, over like the past, like, I don't know, like 15 years or so, definitely within the top 5 still.
I know you're number 1.
What would that be?
You and I grunting, doing push-ups at 1 a.m., wondering if your dad was... thinking if we were fucking.
I thought about that the other night. I forget what I was doing. About that
the other night.
No, it definitely comes to mind every now and then for sure. But I don't remember what triggered the thought.
We were both thinking it. I think you were the first one to actually say it.
And that's what broke us down laughing. Once you fell down, I had to fall down right there with you. But yeah, anyway, actually Steven from the show, Play It Again Man, just texted me earlier just saying, hey, I'm gonna do my best to get this episode out. So actually, by the time you're listening to this episode, the episode will certainly already be out. So again, they'll be linked in our description, so that way you can just jump straight to their episode if you want. It was a really fun time, and again, shout out to those guys for having me on. It was a super fun time. Hopefully, we can have at least one of them on the on here in the near future. He's a nice beer drinker as well nowadays, so I feel like he'd be a fun addition.
You should know we do everything but talk about beer, though. So he should also know that.
I mean, if he wants to be the one to bring the facts, I wouldn't be opposed to it.
I'm gonna boot him. I'm gonna find the kicks. And I'm going to kick him out.
Fair enough. You're only doing the right thing in that point. Well, seeing as though that you've only been spitting factual objects of truth, sir, as always, an episode of Beer Belly would not be complete without John's words of wisdom for the week. I think I got it out right that time. Go ahead. Lay it on us.
Go to your closest mall. Make sure it's open. Walk to the food court. Get yourself a nice Cinnabon. Right? Then I need you to go to your local liquor store, get an ale, blend that shit. Make your own Cinnabon ale. I'm not done yet, though. Pound about 7 of them, and then go and feast on anything that's had a butt.
Snaps all around, and record yourself doing it and send it over to @BeerBellyPod on Instagram, TikTok, and Twitter, please.
Unless you get arrested, then we don't know you.
Yeah. If you get arrested for eating something live that has a butt, that's your problem. Make sure it's dead first and not by your hands, please.
Everyone loves a little ass play.
You're not wrong. More wisdom spouting from this man right now. That'll do it for this episode. Wherever you happen to watch or listen to us on the internet, please rate us 5 stars. Whatever rating cap they have, rate us the maximum. Tell your silly, dumb friends about us. Tell your grandmother about us. If you feel like they might get the humor.
She'll enjoy
like
it. She'll enjoy it. Trust me. She'll enjoy it.
Most of it. Shout out to the grandmas everywhere. We love you at Beer Belly. Let us know what we should talk about next episode, and send in your questions, please, to beerbellypod@gmail.com. Or again, reach out to us in the DMs or comments on our socials. It's all linked in every episode description. Let us know. But as always, have a great one. We'll see you next week when we talk Invincible and Thor, Amor y Tundere. How do you say thunder in Spanish?
I don't fucking know.
I got oddly racist very quickly.
Just a little bit. It's okay.
I'm Googling thunder and Espanol. Here we go. Trueno.
Okay, I'm going to run a Trueno on you.
Jesus Christ. We got to end this episode now before it gets too far ahead. We'll see you next time. Get the hell out of here. Goodbye. Trueno, huh? That's what you wanted to end on, huh? Trueno. Is your poor wife still there listening to you?
Yeah, but she passed out.
Oh, that's good. She just blocks it out at a certain point.
Yeah,
let him do his shit.
It's only so much stupid you can absorb until you're like, I'm gonna pass out.
It's the only way to get away from it.